And welcome back, everybody, to Strong of In. This is without the Donovan. Today we're going to be doing Mario RPG. And we're taking a break from Pokemon Uranium because Donovan and I are having a hard time getting our schedules to get together so we can actually do the show. But we have this, and this is a game that I like partially because it's different from... Oh, I forgot I have to do a name. I'm Mario no matter what. Well, I watched Baseballs recently, so 1, 2, 3, whoops, 4, and 5. That'll make much sense later on. But yeah, so we're trying to get back to Uranium. We just got to get our schedule so that we can get together to do the game. We're hopefully going to look at Pokemon Sage after that, just because both of them are pretty fun games. And it looks like the fans that made them put a lot of work into them. A lot more than I'd be able to ever even consider doing in order to make a video game. So what I like about this particular Mario, though, is that there's a storyline involved. As you can tell from a lot of the game theories that go around, they try to merge all the Marios into one giant universe, and they try to have like multiple Mario theories and things like that. And to me, Mario never was meant to have a storyline, and Donovan and I will go back and forth on this because he likes game theories, and I'm not a huge fan of some of them. Just because when you start taking games like Mario or the initial Legend of Zelda, they didn't have a lot to work with. Oops, damn it. They didn't have a lot to work with as far as, just programming in general. And they didn't have a lot of storage to be able to hold all the information. So they had to cut back on certain things. So you don't get a huge storyline. And one of the games that I kind of use as like a example of this a lot is Crystalis, which is it's set up almost like Zelda style, but when they remade it, they changed the storyline because they actually had the ability and the storage capacity to actually have, the game actually to have a full story. So I don't know. I look at different theories and I kind of think to myself, how much of it is actually like the game programmer wanting to have a story versus the game programmer being bound to whatever he was stuck with doing, just because of the limits of the technology at the time. Also, I look at the fact that Mario's been around for so long that he's it's hard to make a theory about him. Just because he was designed to sell video games. I mean, the whole Mario at the start is a very, very simplistic, very basic game style. It's a platformer that you go back and forth, left to right across the screen, and your only goal is to rescue the princess. Oh yeah, that's right. There's a bridge. And this one kind of starts off with the similar model of, hey, Mario's going to go rescue the princess from Bowser. I mean, it's a working model. Why change what's not broken? Whereas this one is really big on storyline, and Bowser, don't let Bowser bruise you, Mario. Some of it, Mario, prepare yourself for the great beyond. Yeah, and this is obviously RPG style, as you can tell by the name, and just by looking at combat. So, I've played this game a lot as a child because I really enjoyed just the storyline, all the extra characters. Thanks Toadstool, I really don't need to know that. I think this is also one of the few times that I've actually seen her referred to as Toadstool. And usually it's Princess or Princess Toadstool or Peach even, I think, comes out by now. But, yeah. It's very animated. It also... I love that face that he makes. They also fall a long time. I mean, he should already be on the floor. Mario jumped up in there on his own. But, yeah, I mean, this is kind of like the first game, I think, that where Mario has non-Bowser related enemies. I mean, not counting Mario 2, which initially wasn't an actual Mario game. But this one is like you work with Bowser, and it kind of sets the tone for like Paper Mario and stuff like that, where you have to work with Bowser. I think it was probably Paper Mario 2, whatever that was called. Chaos Hearts. Oh, Mario, you had me so worried. Let's get out of here. Shriek! Mario! I'm going to fall! I'm not sure how. You're tied up. Yep, that's a road. And our stars get broken. And we have a sword. So, this is kind of the introduction to non-Bowser enemies. And if you notice, there's already a storyline aside from, hey, princess captured. So, yeah. I mean, it's a fun little game. It's actually a fairly long game, too, actually. They do go through the standard worlds, but you jump back and forth so often that you don't really notice. As you can see, there they are right there, giving you kind of the setup, sort of like Super Mario World, where you have just different islands almost. That's Mario's house, because nothing says Mario like a pipe house. I also don't know why Toadstool came to visit him there, just to get caught when Mario wasn't even why Mario was in the house while she was playing with butterflies. But here we are. And it's weird without having Donovan here. I gotta tell you, when you're used to doing things with a person like this and then doing them solely, I'm used to having like Donovan cover for me when I go to do. Hey Mario, lots of people use something called a door to go in and out of their houses. Anyways, I came to pick up Toadstool since she's a bit late. I never understood. I mean, I know like when we look at history and stuff like that, we talk about. First time I played, I thought that was another Mario doll. That was just weird. But we use our last names when we talk about history. What's with the silent treatment? You're not telling me something. It's that Bowser again, isn't it? Oh no, here we go again. Mario, would you please bring her back? Like you always do? I don't know what the pause is for, but here we are. So Mario doesn't speak in this. Mario, you're forgetting something. Come with me and I'll show you. I should have saved. Before you start off, it's best to jump on these boxes and save as often as possible. In case of an emergency, you can always start over from the last place you saved. So we'll just save. There we go. Mario's pad. Does anyone really call it a pad anymore? I mean, this game is fairly old, but still, pad. So Mario's going to go back to the castle with a giant sword in it. And there he is. Halt! Who goes there? A trespasser? Yeah, this castle now belongs to us, the Smithy Gang. It's our first step towards taking over this world. And if it weren't for nosy characters like you, we'd practically own this world. So let's see you deal with this. Which is pretty much what he does. Yeah. It's a sword that you don't want to mess with. I don't know if they purposely did a sword for a sword in the stone, but I don't know. Yeah, we get introduced to a lot of different characters in this game, and none of them ever see play again inside Mario at all. And some of them do. So we'll go back to Mario's pad, and we'll explain to Toad without using anything. It's really weird when I see Mario and Legend of Zelda with like Link and stuff, where I see them with the way they try to explain stuff. Because like you have Link, who has the height and sort of comments, but he doesn't really talk. And then Mario has the same thing that talks about like let's go and things like that, but they don't actually like have full conversations. And this game kind of, I don't know if it purposely makes fun of it or if they just didn't want to give Mario a voice and make it too RPG-ish. Damn it, Toad. Oops, excuse me. Oh, God. Yeah, so this is just kind of more, hey, you're in an RPG, so we're going to teach you how to play. Here are items. Of course I have. Of course I do. I really don't want to punish you guys by having you go through and seeing that. Well traveled and experienced. But yeah, and this kind of takes it to the extreme. Oh, I was wondering how long it was going to be until we had Cat in here. I'm the only one in the house, so naturally the cats are interested in whatever humans are there. So Toad's going to teach me how to fight. But like this kind of makes fun of the fact that Mario is mute. I do. Timed hits are just, for those of you that don't know, are when right before you attack the enemy, you press the A button, and right before the enemy hits you, you press the B button. And it'll mitigate the damage. I had something to tell you. That's right. We need to tell the Chancellor about Toadstool. Alright, I'll see you over at the Mushroom Kingdom. I have no idea where Toad's voice just came from. I'm really trying hard not to do the stereotypical hello voice for him, but we might end up going back to that because I think I merged him and Princess together a while back. And I cannot get to the Mushroom Kingdom, so I have to go through the Mushroom Way. And so, here we go. First battle. I do have to level up here a little bit, so it can get kind of tedious, just because it makes the whole game a lot easier. So as you can see, if I don't, I just punch once, whereas I punched twice if I did time attack. And Mario grabbed his hat, and that guarded him. Oh look, Toad got caught. Who would have thought? Yeah, I missed you. Yeah, so this is a lot different from standard Mario, in the sense that they tried to make it 3D, and they do an okay job with it. And there are plenty of other games that do it better. One thing I do like about this version is that, unlike Mario 64, you can actually see... Ah, you bastards. Yeah, I say I'm a lot. HP max. But we get it's. I hated Mario 64 when they first came out because they were like trying to be fancy with the 3D camera, and really kind of introduced the N64 as something magical. Which I mean, the N64 was great, and for those of us that played the original Nintendo and like Atari, yeah. I didn't do it right. Yeah, it's great. I mean, the 3D was amazing. The problem was that the camera, you'd get stuck behind walls, and you couldn't see jack. And then even if you did move it at all, you still had to worry about trying to get it. And it was almost better just to put it to Mario mode and have them always follow you. So in this game, you also have specials, which is the standard Mario jumping / fireballs. And oh, we got a mushroom! Yay! And so those take up flower points, which are what the little flower, if you notice in the at the top of the screen, top of the little box there. So I can either attack, which is basic, or I can do that and say I have flower points, so I'll be out after this. So I'm going to just punch the Goombas. Because everything... Oh, good. Maxed. I think they're being nice there, because that normally... You don't normally get that many HP maxes throughout the game after this. So I think they're really just trying to be nice because you don't have a party at the moment. The question is do I rescue Toad? Well, he is obnoxious, but I could use the items. Hey, you. You. What are you doing to my friend? Let's go. Alright. And so... But, yeah, so Mario will do this a lot to go all the way back to the original point. Mario's going to go back and really do a lot of charades when he goes to do stuff. Pew! My life was flashing before my eyes for a second there. Here's a little something in return. Honey syrup. And that's for the flower points, because, nothing says flower points like honey. But I think we're going to stop it right there for right now. Thank you, everyone. Hopefully you enjoyed this. I'm going to be doing a few more episodes of this game, at least until I get to the first star as kind of a completion of the basic storyline. If people really want me to do it and keep going with the game, I will. Just let me know in the comments below. I'm sure Donovan's going to post links to his Twitch and Twitter in the description below. Please click on those. And thank you always for your support. Bye!